Hey everyone, quick intro. Welcome to part 2 of my Dark Souls 3 series. If you're enjoying the videos, consider dropping a like, subscribe to stick around for some more content. Alright, let's stop spinning in our chairs and get into the video. Yeah, the lady that gave me the banner, she is apparently the one that I missed. So, that's where we're gonna go. We're gonna start off this session nice and easy with just a boss fight that I'm gonna fucking absolutely demolish. First try in fact. Oh, you prick. It's alright. First try my ass, apparently. How many deaths do I have? Again, like 9? Something like that? Yeah, I think I've got like 9 deaths, something like that. So, my apologies, I am already doing not great. I got hit by something. Oh, shit. Alright, nah. Oh! Dodge roll, I don't care. Oh! I got no interest, sorry mate. I'm out of here. Run! Get sucked in. Alright, we heal up. Jesus, their health really does not do anything for me, does it? Alright, let's talk to her again.
This farewell gift is for you. It is the insignia of an old covenant.
Thank you.
If you fear trespassers, dark
Trespassers.
spirits drawn by the embers, then etch this upon your heart.
Don't know how I'm supposed to do that.
Concord will beckon noble blue sentinels to hunt these foul spirits.
Way of Blue. Duh. Look. This might be the worst first playthrough of a Dark Souls 3 game ever witnessed.
Are you not a lord?
We're just gonna go for it.
What on earth? Whatever is... What on earth? Whatever is this about? What is wrong? Are you not... Is the...
Alright, fuck it. We're killing you.
Lord, it must be...
I'm gonna be so mad if I was lied to. Or if she was not the lady I was supposed to kill. Okay, so I feel like I was supposed to kill her anyway. At a statue of a beheading knight. Okay. Well, people are fighting something. Yeah, okay, well, I found it. That's not where I was standing game. Alright. It's time to lock in. Oh, what are you? Alright, dripping acid from the ceiling. Yeah, I really probably should have looked up. Ah. What are you? Got some serious legs. Jesus. Got some... Ah, it's the fucking second mother from Coraline. That's a cool sword, though. Alright. Dancer. The Boreal Valley, yeah. Alright, we download the moves. We download the moves. Oh, okay. Okay, I like this. I'm gonna do a quick heal, because I'm not that, you know, health conscious. Oh. Okay, very cool. Yep, I'm not doing a lot of damage to it. Okay, we're gonna do heavy attacks. Still not doing a lot. Again, this is probably the worst playthrough of Dark Souls that will ever be witnessed in mankind. God damn, she's... Alright, I'm out of stamina. It's time to I really like her design. She's really slow and creepy, but I like it. Yeah, I really like this design, actually. She's quite cool. The way that she's just lurking and... Ooh. Oh, no. Alright, this is going to take a while, because I'm doing no damage whatsoever. Dodge it. Oh. Alright, I'm going to die on this run, without a doubt. Okay. Whoa. Okay, she does a triple attack there. Oh, nope. I missed that. Okay, we dodge that. Oh! Alright, no mistakes from here. Perfect gameplay right here. I was grabbed immediately. Holy hell. Alright, well, I'm dead. Okay, I do no damage to her whatsoever. That's probably my bad for not upgrading specific stats. It's gonna be a long slog, but I feel like she's not that challenging. Oh, okay, I mistimed that. Oh. Get out, heal. This isn't even bloody entertaining at this point. It's just going to be, the first part of this video is just going to be a montage of me dying like 1,000 times. Oh. She's turned on aggression. I don't know what this is. I'm panicking. I'm panicking. I'm panicking a lot. I rolled. Come on, game. I'm mad about that. What? Game, what is the point? Fucking bullshit. Slow ass grab. Hey, there's a lot of guys here. Fun. We lure them out. Ah, shit. The big one saw me. The big one saw me. Oh, he's throwing black, fucking shit at me. Come closer, my guy. Yes. Oh. Ow. Roll away. Okay, you are dead. You're dead. I'm just here to collect some stuff, alright? Oh, shit. I get you guys are just trying to do your jobs, which so am I. I've been tasked with killing, like, Lords of Cinder, so I'm really just trying to do my job here. Just like you guys. I am so relatable. Oh, you guys are not having a good time. Alright, we go up. Oh, you prick! Ow! Okay, I don't have any healing, so I mean, I'd like to have a bonfire around if that's at all possible. Luckily I wasn't there. Oh. Oh, okay, you guys are throwing stuff. Alright, let's pause. Sorry for the interruption, but from here my mic decided to fail or, you know, fuck up, if you will. So here's something a little bit different, sort of a after-action report, but it different to what I've been doing. So if you like it a bit more or anything, let me know, and yeah, I'll see if I can change it up. Alright, let's go. Okay, because my mic stuffed up a little bit, so we're going to be doing a bit of an after-action report. Sharing my thoughts, you know... Oh, okay, he's gone. Yeah, just sharing my, you know, thoughts of the game so far. Am I enjoying it? What's happening, you know, on the screen? Yeah, so I am enjoying it. Like, it is pretty good. Like, I'm an Elden Ring player. I played it a lot. For the first time this year, actually. I bought it when it came out, but then I just never sort of got into it. Like, it was a bit too hard or something. I don't know. I had this mental block that I just couldn't get over. Until I eventually got down and actually started. And, yeah, I just had to push through, basically, as everybody else does. And I really enjoyed it. I thought a lot of the bosses were not necessarily super difficult, but just painfully made and just annoying as hell to deal with. Like, these two here, having to deal with these two, obviously not bosses, but little shits, basically. And having two of them just run at me at once. I was not ready for this. I had zero healing going into this bridge, and it just took me forever. Like, this took me probably 3 minutes to deal with these people. Just, you know, a 3-minute fight, and just to basically end with something that's not very satisfying. It was very irritating to me. I got quite mad at this. But this was quite funny. I ran back to, you know, go get my souls, and there's just a whole bunch of people that were not there the first time. So I've noticed that a bit, actually, in Dark Souls 3, that when you die and you know, return to an area, there's just extra enemies there that weren't there the first time. Like, I don't know why it's like that. I was a bit confused. Because obviously Elden Ring, you know, wasn't like that, or at least I didn't experience that my whole game. But yeah, I noticed that quite a bit in the Dark Souls 3 so far. And I haven't played that much. I've only played like 4 hours of it. And I've already noticed it quite a bit, where you respawn and then there's just a whole bunch of new enemies there that weren't there the first time that you just have to deal with. So I don't know if that's a thing many people come across, but I don't know if it was like a timing thing. But yeah, it's been quite annoying with that, honestly. But besides that, I've versed how many bosses? I've versed 2 bosses so far. Obviously, you saw at the start of the video, the dancer with her moveset. She's not that quick. She's not that fast whatsoever. However, she just does so much damage, and I'm too slow at the moment. Oh no, sorry, it's the other way around. She does a lot of damage. She's super slow. I just can't do enough damage, basically. I don't think she's, she's very doable, basically. And I'm looking forward to going back and basically beating her, so that'll be good fun. But yeah, I just have to, you know, get there, basically, so that's gotta be fun. Yeah, so this is just me sort of running around the world a little bit, figuring out what's what. As you do, you know, as you're playing a game for the first time. I remember thinking that there was going to be a boss behind here. I was really worried about going in because I had no campfire, I had no flasks, and I'm like, okay, I don't think I'm going to be able to one-shot like whoever's behind here. But thankfully, there was no boss waiting for me. But this guy did, you know, put me on my toes a little bit. Because, yeah, he scared the shit out of me. I had to, you know, go back, just be prepared if it was an enemy. Luckily, he did not attack me. So that's very good. So yeah, like most Dark Souls characters, and NPCs, whatever you'd like to call them. I really like their design. Like, he's pretty simple. I feel like a lot of Dark Souls characters, especially with that armor, are very similar to that sort of look about them. But I really liked it. And the same with most, basically, NPCs you come across. They're just really good designs. They do a really good job with that sort of stuff. But I do remember, doing this sort of dialogue, talking to him again and again. As you do, like, you have to test the dialogue options. Just to get some, basically, information. And I didn't want to skip, like, the dialogue, because I actually want to listen to it. But yeah, I might, in future, edit a lot of the dialogue out, or the interactions I have with these people, just because this right here, it's not super interesting. I don't think so anyway. So yeah, not super interesting. It's more so, obviously, getting the quest from him. Basically, he wants to go up the tower somehow. Got to figure that out for him, I imagine, along the way. But yeah, so going down, I see some, blood stains. Getting a bit worried. There's got to be some sort of boss around here somewhere. Or at least, some sort of enemy. So you do what you got to do. Do some, exploration. And at this point, I walked through those, that corridor, that door, and I see this. Just starting having flashbacks, and it starts approaching, and I'm like, nope, nah, fuck that. I am out of there. I don't know if that was an area that I was supposed to go to. I just went, nah, fuck that. I'm not about that. Because I couldn't fight the dancer in the other boss room. Why would I be able to fight this one? Which, by the way, I found out, I was tricked. That is a mid-game boss, apparently, that, my friends just went, no, go fight, you missed a boss, go fight it. So they lied to me a little bit, bit of trickery, so, a bit of fun. But yeah, I thought, I struggled so much against that other dancer, I'm not going to try with that one just yet. Going to do a bit more exploring. Just wound up in some sewers, desperately trying to find a bonfire at this point. I've got 0 healing. I'm desperate for some extra sort of bonfires, extra resting areas. Just trying to explore the map a little bit more, basically. And yeah, as I'm sure you can tell, I'm still getting used to sort of the combat. I haven't played Elden Ring in quite some time now, but I'm still getting used to it. So I'm making heaps of mistakes, the reach, everything like that. But I will say, the combat in this game, in Dark Souls 3, feels so much better than Elden Ring. I don't know what they did from one game to the other, but the rolling in this game, just, the swing speed, everything, like, obviously I've still got the basic gear, so I haven't, explored and gotten new stuff or experimented with new stuff, but it just feels so much smoother, just so much faster. Like, I don't know what it is, what they changed. In Elden Ring, there seems to be a bit more of a, I don't know, like a delay behind it, if you will. Like, I get, a bit ambushed here, walking up to this guy, just was not prepared for this at all. But, yeah, I don't know, like, it just feels so much better to me. And I can't really explain why. I think it's the delay on the rolls. Because, like, here, I'm just so quick. You zoom straight past people immediately. Where Elden Ring, a lot of the time, if you roll, you sort of roll into people, or you're not quick enough on the rolls. So I feel like, because obviously there's a weight system, like, you've got your, your quick rolls, your medium rolls, and your slow rolls. So obviously there's a weight system behind it. And obviously I'm wearing the base gear, but even this, I feel like it should be a medium roll with this gear, but it's just immediate. It feels like you're just doing the quick rolls, and so you're zooming straight past everyone, which I'm not complaining. I like it so much better. It feels so much nicer, and with combat, it helps a lot. I mean, yes, I'm getting hit a lot because I'm still getting used to it, and I make stupid decisions, like this one here. My jump button is stuffed up. Like, it's not working properly. So, yeah, I just fall straight, to the bottom of the world. This one triggered me a little bit. I got a little bit annoyed there. Yeah, but I don't know what it is with the combat system and with the rolling and everything, but Dark Souls 3 seemingly perfected it. And Elden Ring, they sort of just they sacrificed what they had perfected with the combat system, but went with the grand scale of, you know, the open world, the huge spectacle of the actual game. Like a lot of games, especially nowadays, we live in a time where we either get a broken game for $100, or that's about it. We basically get a broken game for $100, which is a shame. But Elden Ring, from all accounts, like everything from launch, it was fantastic. Yes, it had its bugs like always, but it was a great game. But I feel like they did sacrifice portions, even like boss design, everything, for the grand spectacle, the grand scale of it all. But yeah, that's just my opinion, obviously, and I've only played one of them, so we'll see how I feel about it at the end of Dark Souls 3. But yeah, I was absolutely shocked about the speed of this guy. I was so surprised because everything, well, like the quickest opponent that I fought was those two guys with the blades. They were like the quickest people I had fought at this point. And then this random guy comes in. He was so fast. He's more quick than the Guardian of the Gate. He was jumping around everywhere. He really took me by surprise. And I was kind of using the environment against him, just because I had no idea why this guy was so quick. It caught me off guard, like, a lot. But luckily, I got him first try, and I just, press on through. Which obviously reveals a whole new area to sort of explore, with a fresh new bonfire, which is quite nice. But at this point, I kind of figured, hang on, I haven't faced a single boss in the Undead Settlement. So I kind of figured there's got to be something around. So I decided to do, just a bit more exploring, as you will. Found some soup, so that was pretty funny. I didn't realize what effects it did on me. I had to message my friend and be like, hey, I drank some soup. Hopefully it doesn't lock me out of one of the endings, which, as a little bit of searching proved from the last video, I have locked myself out of one of the endings, but oh well, it is what it is. We keep playing. It's the first time playing this, so we keep going. But yeah, so at this point I'm exploring around trying to find this boss, and because there's got to be one there, basically. I found there was one, so just got to find it. Which, yeah, as you're exploring around, the Souls games, and Elden Ring especially, but they all have it, you just sort of come across random NPCs or, random characters within, like this guy just, stuck in a cage. It's really good. Little, like, features in games, important stuff. But yeah, so at this point, I will admit, I was kind of lost, and I did search up how to get to the boss. Yes, I'm so sorry. However, I want to fight the bosses, and I had to do it. I was lost. I completely forgot about that area and how there was a small hut. So I just had to go and, search it up. But luckily, we got there. We found it. So I imagine, as soon as I walked in, I imagine it was that big fuck off, tree in the center there that was going to be the boss. Which, obviously, as I'm going around murdering the worshippers of this tree, I soon figured that's what's going to, trigger the actual tree boss. And as we can see, that did exactly what I said. So yeah, it's a very interesting design. I did enjoy it. Ultimately, I didn't look at it for, probably as long as what I should have. I was more focused on the people running towards me. But yeah, it was a very cool, again, sort of, grotesque sort of design, as many Dark Souls bosses have. But yeah, so I cleared up these guys, and I turned all my attention to the boss, thought it was going to be a one-on-one. Clearly started targeting the balls, as you do. That's how you win. Always target the balls. But as I was waiting, I saw that, there was other people coming along. And I went, oh, okay, this might not be as fun as what I think it is. There's more enemies coming, bit by bit. And yeah, as I was fighting him, targeting his weak points, damaging his health, I really thought, at the start of the battle, there was actually going to be a lot more smaller enemies, a lot more around to sort of maybe, piss me off a little bit. But he killed most of them, honestly. The Cursed Rotted Greatwood killed majority of them. I didn't even have to touch them. And so I did enjoy this second sort of phase, crashing through the world. That was quite nice. Him growing the extra arm was just, again, adding to sort of that grotesque design. That was quite disgusting. And I was so hoping this wasn't going to be like a one-shot hit. Thankfully it wasn't, because I would have been quite mad. Doing all that damage, he's down to like a third, probably less than his health. Then he just decides to get up and go for a little walk. That was pretty funny. I enjoyed that. And so yeah, we're coming to the end of the boss fight. This is the first attempt that I did, and I was pretty happy with it. It's a pretty easy boss. Well, I mean, pretty easy. It's a very easy boss, in my opinion. It's sort of a boss to, again, it's that first phase. You're still early game. You're getting used to basically Dark Souls if you haven't played them before. And so they're just showing you a cool boss design, but an easy one that shouldn't challenge many people. Or at least in my opinion, that's what they did here. And so I finished him successfully, first try, so I was pretty happy with myself there. Even if he was an easy boss, it's always nice and fun when you beat a boss first try. And so yeah, with that boss finished, I could move on, because or at least to this point, when this video goes up, I think I've finished the Undead Settlement, but who knows. So yeah, the Road of Sacrifices is the next step. And yeah, the enemies were quite interesting in here. This little creep just staring off at me. And yeah, they get feral as soon as they do this. So I did not want to figure out what he does after that. And yeah, this area wasn't too difficult, or at least the first part of it, getting to the major bonfires. Wasn't too difficult, but just some slight sort of errors on my behalf. Being a bit silly, getting a bit ahead of myself. He kind of jumped off the cliff, but I decided to roll along with him, so it was a bit silly of me. We just came across a random human. Again, I didn't know if they were going to be sort of an enemy or a friend, so I didn't attack straight away, but I figured out pretty quickly that, yeah, I gotta put this person down. But yeah, this new area, I actually enjoyed it, I think, or at least I am enjoying it more than the Undead Settlement. The Undead Settlement just had a lot of sort of boring opponents in there. Just a bunch of zombies, hence the name. But yeah, just a bunch of zombies, not too fun. Those enemies, yeah, they're a bit crazy, but a bit more variety in this area. And yeah, I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. And so came across these two new companions. Now just fighting a quick zombie with a stick, just nothing too crazy. Then as soon as I turn around and see this, yeah, in the moment it did sort of freak me out a little bit. I was not prepared for it at all. So as soon as I dodged away, I immediately knew, like, yeah, okay, this area is going to be pretty cool. A lot quicker than most enemies as well, so just got to be careful with it. But already this area was proving to be a bit more enjoyable than the last, a bit more entertaining at least. Yeah, so I'm just running around, doing a bit of exploring, as you will. But yeah, despite the warning of that message, I still sort of got a bit jumped by the immediate enemy. But yeah, I realized pretty quickly that this area has a bunch of magic, and as someone who likes to just go up and fight things, magic is annoying as hell. It's very frustrating. And so I ran away from it as quickly as possible into what, I find out to be a boss room. No healing, with basically an eighth or whatever of my health. So against a mage of all things. So not great at all for me. But I'm determined. I'm clearly a pro player. So first try. I'm calling it right here for you guys. Sorry for this. Yeah, nope. So I die quickly. Pretty quick to the boss. Probably the fastest death I've had to a boss. But yeah, so I'm determined, got to go get my runes, and as I take the same track yet again, just heaps of enemies that were not there the first time. So Spearman's that huge mage, and I do a little fall about 1.5 meters down, and I fall to my death. This death, I was not pleased with whatsoever. I was not happy with myself, losing all those runes. Yeah, I was not a happy camper, to say the least. Especially just falling from such a tiny height and, falling to my death. But this guy's armor was sick. Very cool moveset as well. I was determined not to die, pretty much immediately again. At this point, from the very first video that I put up, I had 9 deaths, and then this one, I had already doubled it and then some. And I've played basically the same amount of time both times. So I was pretty adamant about trying not to die to this guy. I don't want to die here. I'm really trying to analyze up his moves and just take my time with him. Really cool looking enemy though. I loved the armor, the massive sword. Any enemy with a shield is annoying to me just because they block my hits, and I hate it. But that was a fun little, mini boss, I'd say. It was a fun little one. Yeah, the armor and everything sort of reminded me of the Crucible Knights of Elden Ring, so I'm glad he wasn't as difficult as them, because oh boy, they were annoying as hell to deal with. So luckily he wasn't so bad, but he was pretty fun nonetheless. And obviously you've got the massive crabs. Dealt with them in Elden Ring quite a few times. This really shocked me as I was going in for the fight. Just this guy out of nowhere really surprised me. Running from one massive enemy to 2 of them. To these 2 bastards just swinging everything at me. And so I tried to fight him, I figured, they won't have that much health. This guy was really quick and just dealt heaps of damage. So I was adamant. I did try my absolute best. I tried a varying of different things, heavy attacks, everything. He was really quick. I even tried to, as he built up, and no, just the heavy attack did not block him. And so I did what any reasonable person would, which is run away. Run as fast as you can. And when I finally got away from him, my dumbass figured out that there's part of the undead settlement that I just completely missed. And so I had to go back and do that. So you're going to see a little bit of misinput here and there, but I completely missed a mini-boss, I'd say. And my first interaction with him did not go very well. He immediately charged me, and I just walked straight off the cliff with the target lock. So that's always fun. But I kept going to the wrong bonfire, so I just kept dying sort of over and over again, trying to get to my runes, until I figured out there's a closer bonfire to the left. So I was a bit stupid. But overall, the mini-boss, I'd say, was pretty fun. I loved the design of it. I really wish I could fight him by myself. I appreciate my main man, the Onion Knight, or whatever his name is. I appreciate him lending me a hand. But it was just so easy. It was so easy with him helping. I did find that area a bit bland. I found this pretty funny, just 2 of those witch people just staring at each other. That was pretty funny. I tried to run past them and I got absolutely smashed out of the way. But I found that area pretty bland, besides a cool ring, I suppose. But I remembered that I had to go fight this Crystal Sage. And me being a melee build, I'm not too happy about fighting wizards or sages or, just mages in general. Really basic comparison, obviously, but is Renella, the queen of the full moon. But I really did not enjoy this fight whatsoever. I liked the... what could I say? I liked the gimmick of the clones and everything. I thought, it's good, but I felt like that it just was so time consuming, and I did get quite annoyed with her. just because you'd have to go around defeating all the clones, you'd have to wait for her to respawn, which sometimes took a really long time, and when you got close, she'd just whip out a sword. So, yeah, there was times where, with this one, I was so close, I just decided to rush her, which I ended up dying, but I'm so lucky that it actually counted. So overall, probably my least favorite boss of the game so far. Between that one and the tree, I didn't really enjoy either of them. The tree was a bit boring. She was really boring, but just more frustrating, basically, just because she kept, like, the delay and the run back if you died. It was just annoying, basically. And those types of bosses really get to me. But, of course, during this battle, there has to be 2 NPC characters that are trying to attack me. This fight took me way too long to do, because I kept having to dodge, I ran out of healing. It's just a bit much when you're having 2 of them rush you. But hey, that could be a noob just complaining for the sake of complaining. But after I beat those 2 finally, I just rushed up, got to the Cathedral of the Deep, and just rushed through, because there was wave after wave of enemies up there. I'll go explore that later, but I just wanted to get through to another bonfire. And so with the bonfire in sight, this is going to mark the end of part 2 of my journey with Dark Souls 3. But if you're enjoying it, or enjoyed this video at least, consider leaving a like, subscribe. I'll be posting pretty much my entire playthrough of it, editing it down, trying a different sort of styles, and trying a few new different games as well. So yeah, if you enjoy, consider sticking around.